Ik ben onderweg naar het World Economic Forum in Davos. En spreek daar Larry Taunton. Hij is een Amerikaanse auteur, spreker en sociaal commentator. Bekend om zijn scherpe analyses bij onder andere USA Today, Fox News en The Atlantic. De laatste jaren richt Larry zich op het blootleggen van machtsstructuren binnen instituten zoals het World Economic Forum. Hij is de afgelopen jaren undercover aanwezig en maakt documentaires daarover. We spreken af voor het congrescentrum in Davos. Larry, what are your experiences when you went here undercover?
I am here to follow what's going on here at the World Economic Forum, and I'm just crashing the various forum meetings and just pretending to be one of them. And the result of that is that I get to hear some really interesting things that these people are discussing and promoting. And as I say, that when it really comes down to it, I mean, in the big picture, they're fundamentally elitist and anti-human. The World Economic Forum, what they sell is influence. There are 115 billionaires, 50 heads of state, 600 CEOs of major corporations, and they're all pushing the same kind of godless, utopian ideas. These are individuals who they might be elected, some of them in their own countries, but not to do this, not to be part of the WEF, where they're promoting ideas that are fundamentally anti-human, where they feel that it's their place to lecture the rest of us on the way that we live. They're lecturing all of us on our carbon footprint. They're lecturing all of us on what we eat. And what we all see here are big gas-guzzling Mercedes and BMWs and private jets everywhere and helicopters. And that's what happens here at the World Economic Forum, meaning that this is the heart of leftist hypocrisy. It's like the heart of fascism right here.
Yes. What are the ideas that influenced the founding?
You have Kissinger's National Security Study Memo 200, in which he lays out the need for a kind of global version of Planned Parenthood. And you say, but what does Henry Kissinger have to do with the World Economic Forum? Everything, because do you know who his pupil was at the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University?
No.
Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. So there's a tight, connection there. Again, that theme of depopulation comes up. Go and read some of their documents. For instance, the first global revolution, which was published in 1991. When you go through it, for the most part, you'll find it pretty boring, but you'll find a few key lines in it where you're going, oh wow, I realize what they're up to here. For instance, where they essentially admit that environmental catastrophe, apocalyptic narratives are what they would want to use in order to frighten populations into submitting to a globalist narrative. You can go and read Klaus Schwab's books, but those read like TV manuals. I mean, for the most part, it's not a smoking gun. The language is fairly careful, but you will find in it the language of a technocrat, and you will find in it the kind of the broader agenda and the way that these people think. The way I put it is like this. The average person gets up in the morning and grabs a cup of coffee and begins to think about their day. The kind of people who come to something like this, they get up in the morning, they grab a cup of coffee, and they begin to think about your day too. Because you see, they're the kind of individuals who are obsessed with the behavior of other people. The idea that somebody somewhere is free and happy, they just find intolerable.
Eind 2025 hebben we 100.000 leden nodig. En dat betekent dat wij dus op dit moment gaan verdwijnen. Word lid van Ongehoord Nederland op www.ongehoordnederland.tv.